what's going on, boys and girls? Welcome to this edition of Cage Side with Christopher James. We are live tonight, Saturday night, man. 1 week away from UFC 249, man, and we got a big fight card that night. And then 3 days later, or whatever, it's 4 days later, Wednesday night we got a card, and then Saturday night we got a card. And Saturday night, I'm really excited about the card because my guest tonight is on that card. Want to shout out to my friends at N Still Nutrition, sponsoring the show, sponsoring the website. Appreciate you guys and everything you do. Excuse me, guys. But right now it's time to get into the party, man. It's time to bring on our first and our only guest for the evening, man. Just a special guest. He's going to be fighting UFC Fight Night Jacksonville on the 16th of May, taking on Kevin Holland in a middleweight attraction. So let me officially welcome him to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now from the red corner, weighing 185 pounds, the one, the only, Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. That's how you bring somebody. That's how you bring somebody into the show, man.
Digging it, man. I'm a badass.
Hey, I'm a ring announcer. I'm a ring announcer by trade, so you know that's what I do. So, First of all, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here tonight. Your screen name, it says "I love BAMF." What does that mean?
It's one of my pet llamas that died. Basically, it's my screen name for everything.
Oh man, a pet llama?
Yeah.
Damn.
As you can see, I live out in the sticks.
Yeah, I hear the animals. How many do you have other animals besides llamas? What do you have?
Well, right, I have chickens and dogs and stuff, but the ones you hear right now are my neighbors.
Are you going to get another llama or maybe an alpaca?
I've had an alpaca before. I've had mini horses too. They're pretty cool. I'll definitely get some more stuff in the future. Yes, but right now I'm working on finishing my fence and stuff.
Nah, you need to get miniature donkeys.
Those are fucking assholes, man.
The little ones? They're fucking
I've been headbutted in the nuts by them. I got headbutted in the nuts by one of those. These things are fucking mean. Hell.
Oh, man. That's fucked up, man.
Llama.
I love the miniature donkeys, man. They're cool. They run around. They eat.
They are.
But I've never been headbutted by one. Yeah.
Yeah, they're little tricks.
A donkey head to the balls does not sound comfortable. So, all right. So let's jump right into some stuff here. Give us a little insight to you, since this is our first time having you on the show. What made you decide, you wake up one day and say, I want to beat the shit out of people for a living? What made you want to be a professional fighter?
I don't know. It just made sense. No, when I first I was probably like 15 years old when I figured out what MMA was or whatever, or 14 maybe. I don't remember. I was pretty young, but pretty much I was watching it on TV one day and a girl told me you could never do that. And I was like, bitch, bet. And it kind of like how it started. But like I would fight in the country, we don't have much to do. So me and my buddies would put on the gloves and beat the piss out of each other all the time. And that shit was fun to me. So I don't know, just kind of took a liking to it and went to a gym, started training, and the rest is history. Fell in love with the sport and just never looked back.
Did you have any fear when you first started? You're training and everything. But then you take that first fight, amateur fight, I'm guessing. So was there any fear going into that first fight for you? Like, did I make the right decision?
Yeah. Fear, no. Nerves, yeah, of course. You always get the nerves, right? Just like if you're going to go bungee jumping or some shit, it's the same thing. You're going to get nervous before you do that jump. You're like, fuck, all right, let's go. But once you're doing it, it's normal.
Yeah, the first time I got into a fight when I was a kid, I remember, and I knew the fight was coming. I didn't get jumped or anything. This kid stole some stuff from my sister. She was older than me, but he was an asshole. So I was like 8, and I was scared because the kid was a little bigger than me. I was like, this guy's gonna beat me up, but I got to defend my sister. I ended up beating the shit out of the kid, and after that, I was like, I had nothing to be afraid of. But
no, exactly. Once you get that first one out of the way, it's all.
I mean,
gravy.
I don't think I would have been good as a professional fighter. It's not in my DNA to do something like that. But I do love the sport, and that's why I ring announce, and that's why I interview fighters, man. And I
It's
love doing
badass. You
this.
found another way to be involved. You found
Yeah,
another way to
man.
be involved. It's badass.
And my face stays pretty.
Yeah, I
So
got a couple stitches in my face already.
yeah, you might have had a few over the years. The picture I used for the
Yeah.
poster I made. Yeah, you were a little messed up in that one, but that's part of life. So you're
Yeah.
7-1. You're 7-1 as a
No,
pro fighter. And
I mean,
you,
I consider myself 8-1. I have a draw because I was suspended for marijuana, but I knocked it out in 40 seconds. So I consider myself 8-1. But yeah,
yeah, okay. And you know what? I'll consider you 8-1. And because you got suspended for marijuana, you know what I'm going to do right now?
spark
I'm
up.
going to do. Goddamn right.
I fucking respect it. Gotta love it. No, yeah, but they said it was
Oh,
an, I don't know. I even asked before they did the test. I was like, "What are you guys testing for?" And they said enhancement drugs. I was like, "Oh, I'm fucking straight. We've no enhancement," but I guess it was. So
yeah. Well, the rules have changed now, and I think you could probably get
yeah,
away with having a lot more in your system. And like I have a prescription, and I'm in Florida. And with all this pandemic shit started, my regular jobs where I DJ at clubs, and of course the ring announcing, nothing going on. So I went to go get a regular job, and these people I asked them, I said, "Are you going to drug test me?" And they said, "Why?" I said, "I have a prescription for marijuana." And they're like, "Oh, well, then we can't hire you." I'm like, "Why not? It's a legal prescription." And they're like, "Yeah, well, and I'm like, go fuck yourself." Snatch my application back, flip them off. Now, I deliver groceries for shit, and that's
there
cool.
you go.
Making
Fuck it.
making money. People are
Yeah.
happy to see me, especially the people that I'm delivering beer to. Those fuckers love me. They're
Oh
like,
fuck yeah.
yeah, it's fucking great, man.
Fuck
So,
yeah.
speaking of the pandemic, tell us a day in the life for you before it started, and then since it started.
Man, honestly, my fucking days have not changed at all. It's the same shit for me. I'm training full time still. I'm doing all my conditioning, my cardio. I do my training at night, my MMA, my grappling. Right now, it's just like smaller classes. It's like more privates and stuff, which is awesome because I learn a lot more, a lot faster. So it's been pretty much normal for me.
And how excited are you now that you're going to be one of the first guys to fight? In this 3-week period, everybody wanted to fight, and everybody's been blowing up Dana and Mick and Sean, and Fluffy's fighting.
No, yeah, I'm fucking excited. I don't know about all that, but I really don't follow like the media stuff and fighting too much. To be honest, I kind of just do my own thing, and whoever they point me in the direction of fighting, then let's fucking go. That's pretty much. I keep my life pretty simple.
Yeah, it seems like it, man. You like to live out on your farm, raise some animals, smoke a little smoke, beat a few people up, make a little money.
That's pretty much what I do for a fucking living. To be honest, it's chill living for me. To be honest,
Yeah, and
just spend time with my kids and fight. So that's all I care about.
how many kids?
I'm raising 4, but I have 2 of my own.
You have 2 of your own, and who are the other 2?
My wife's previous. That she
Oh,
had
that's
previous.
cool. But
Yeah.
you're rating them up with yours.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's
4
awesome.
total.
How old are these kids? Starting with the oldest to the youngest.
9, 7, gonna be 4, just turned 2.
Boys, girls.
2 boys, 2 girls.
Nice, man. You got yourself a little band going right there. You can have like a little
Oh
pop
yeah.
band or something,
Yeah,
It's
straight up.
perfect.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Would you
Pretty
let them
fun.
fight if they want to fight?
I don't care if they fight. I wouldn't like recommend it as a career because the highs, the lows, and all that bullshit. But I'd rather see them use their brains and be smart and get paid doing something they like doing. But if
Yeah,
they want
man.
to fight, fuck yeah, I'm gonna help them out. I'm gonna give them everything they can to be the best they can.
So, yeah, and that's what you should do. I mean, you are their dad. I mean, you got to kind of
Yeah,
help them
yeah.
out a little bit. So,
No, sure.
you went on the Contender Series. You fought Jordan Wright. That was a no contest. Was that the bout for the marijuana?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was.
Um, so you've had 3 fights in the UFC, or 2 fights in the UFC officially. You're 1-1. You lost by Anaconda choke, and then you come
Yeah.
back and you win by Anaconda choke. Was that
No,
planned?
yeah.
Was that on purpose? You were like, I'm going to get that win back.
Nah,
That
No, no, it was just that's what was there in the time, and I took it. When I got caught in it, I was hurt with the body shot, so I wasn't thinking very straight. I was thinking survive, and then when he fucking sunk the choke in, I was like, son of a bitch. And then, I went out and woke up. It was like, God damn it, but it is what it is. You
Yeah,
win
it's
some, you lose some, but if I'm gonna go on my shield.
yeah, and it's funny because you lost by anaconda choke in round two, and then you won by anaconda choke in round two. I think
No,
that's
yeah,
pretty fucking like there's some deep seated meaning from the world telling you something about that. So maybe
no, yeah,
second
maybe.
second round is your anaconda choke round. If that's gonna happen, that's what's gonna
Fuck.
happen, man.
Hey,
So
I'll take whatever is given.
yeah, so where are you training at these days? Like
El
I
Dorado
mean your normal
Hills.
gym.
Yeah, El Dorado Hills, Marinobles, and then I've been training in Woodland at Alvarez Boxing. They've been opening up for me privately, and I've been working with Brian a lot. So I'm actually gonna have him in my corner for this fight. The whole
Awesome.
quarantine shit's been crazy, but they've opened doors for me, and they've been like super fucking helpful, getting me in shape, getting me my combinations going. So I'm excited.
Awesome. So you said Marinoble. So does that mean you spent some time training with Max Griffin?
Yeah, he's pretty much like my big brother. He's kind of like shadowed me and winged me since I was like fucking got into the sport.
Nice.
Yeah,
I love Max. Max is good people, man. I've had him on the
he
show a
is.
couple of times. When he fought in Tampa, him and I went out on scooter rides all over the University of Tampa. It was a good
Oh,
time.
no shit. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he's good people. And Coach Marinoble, I really like that dude, man.
No, yeah.
He's knowledgeable. He's fun to be around, but he's a pro's pro as far as the coach goes. He
For
doesn't
sure.
doesn't let you guys slack off. I watched him with fucking Max.
No, fuck
I was
no.
like, damn, Max, he up your ass.
No, yeah. No, yeah.
So
It's good
have
that
you?
you need that.
Yeah, have you been able to get into any sparring at all for this camp?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a short notice fight, but are you getting full sparring now and full conditioning so you'll be ready to go on the 16th?
I've been training since Max fucking fought, and actually since like I've been training consistently no matter what. Like my schedule, like I'm saying, it has not changed one bit. I've been sparring. I've been doing everything the same. Like
Everything the same.
quarantine has not changed shit for me.
That's awesome, dude. You're like one of the first guys that I've talked to that the quarantine hasn't changed. Everybody else is talking about, they're able to do conditioning workouts on their own and everything, but they haven't been able to spar. A couple of guys here and there, a little bit of sparring, a little bit of grappling, but most of them said, nobody wants to go. They're like worried, families and all that stuff. So the
Yeah.
fact that you've been training fully, that's awesome to hear, man. That means there'll be no shortcomings for you come May 16th.
No. Yeah, I've been ready.
Yeah, you look ready, man. You got this look in your face, like you're already like. How close are you to weight right now?
I'm walking around like 200 right now, so
So
fucking
yeah, you got 2 weeks
literally
still. So
cut my carbs out and I'm good. I'm there. I'm just not gonna be a
yeah.
happy camper.
So you know, the other thing I wanted to ask, and I should have asked you at the beginning because one of my followers told me, say, hey, ask him this right off the jump. So I told him I would, and I forgot. So the name Fluffy, where did it come from?
I was a little fat kid when I first started.
You're gonna keep that nickname, or you want to change it?
I'm not gonna change it. It's what was given to me. If I was to have a badass fight name, it's not real. I mean, everyone I feel like most people are like they earn their fight name. And I
Yeah.
guess being a fat ass, so I'll take it.
I mean, if you were a fat ass, you're not a fat ass anymore. I mean, you look
No,
like I
yeah,
said. Even when you said you weigh around 200 right now, I was like a little shocked because you don't look like 200. You look like you're sitting at about
no.
185, 190 right
Yeah, I'm super dense. No one believes me when I'm at weight. People usually think I'm a 55er, so I'm just hella dense.
now. Thick. He's thick. You're big boned, as the kids say. So you're taking
No,
on
yeah.
you're taking on Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland's 16-5 coming into this fight. He, has been in the UFC for a little while. He bounced in, he bounced out, he's back in. He's definitely, I think, a step up as far as the competition you face as a pro right now, as far as veteran experience in the UFC. So how do you prepare for that guy? Because he's you're still new to it, but I know you have no fear, no jitters. But he's been around longer. So he's going to come at you a little different with the little veteran savoir faire, shall we say? So what do you do to prepare for a guy that's got numerous octagon experiences?
That shit's fake. Fight's a fight, man. As simple as that. Like, I might be new to the UFC, but I still have about 30 fucking fights. I mean, I'm a fucking veteran in my own way, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not looking at like, oh fuck, I'm the new guy. Fuck that. I'm gonna earn my spot, and I know that. So it is what it is. I'm just gonna prove people wrong along the way, you know?
Yeah, and I love the attitude that you have right there about that. You've had enough fights. The only thing difference is the lights are a little brighter, and under normal circumstances, the crowds would be a lot bigger. So there's no
Yeah,
crowd
there's
right
no
now.
fucking crowd.
So
It's like a
no
street
fucking
fight,
crowd.
you know?
Yeah.
It's a
So
fucking street fight.
it,
Yeah.
it really, it kind of is. It's going to be very bizarre. I mean, they did the one in Brazil with no fans. And we've seen
Yeah.
WWE. I love WWE, so I watch all the time. And I've been watching that with no fans. So I'll tell you too. I'm watching pro wrestling. The crowd is definitely part of those shows. I'm sure you've seen wrestling before. Yeah. Never watched WWE ever?
No, I've seen like little here and there, but I never got into it. My dad told me that shit was fake, so I was like, "Fuck this."
But
I just never got into it.
But from what you're seeing, you see that the crowd is definitely involved in the show. The wrestlers feed off the crowd. They want to be the bad guy or the good guy, and they want to get the crowd to react to them. Watching
I was
these
like
guys.
7 when I seen that shit. I don't
Oh,
know.
so yeah, I'm 51. I still watch that shit. I got friends in the WWE,
Hey,
so fuck it.
That's fucking badass. Fuck yeah, support the fuck out of them.
Fuck
If you
yeah.
have friends there, support the
Oh
fuck out
yeah,
of them.
man. And the WWE is good to kids, man. With the Make a Wish Foundation, my nephew's a Make a Wish kid. So 2 years ago, they took all of us to WrestleMania, and
that's badass.
First class. Like, I mean, it's crazy.
Well, I'm happy to hear they're doing stuff like that. That's fucking awesome to them.
And the wrestlers, the wrestlers don't have to be forced. They love doing it. And because I knew some of them even before, I've been to like 7 or 8 WrestleManias anyway, but that one was the special one. That was a special one because it was my nephew going there and first time, and I was able to, and I was able to introduce him to some of the stars that I know personally that I'm friends with, outside of the schedule. Like John Cena, comes in, blah 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 blah. He hits everybody's hand, and then he leaves. But like my boy Samoa Joe, who I'm real good friends with, he hung out with us, and sat at our table. I introduced him to some of the other Make-A-Wish kids. It was a good time. But these WWE guys, they have to like stay in this character mode. So if they're a bad guy and that's their character, they come out with no crowd and they're still like standing up on the corner of the ring, playing to the crowd. When you walk out, and they're actors and entertainers, and athletes. I mean, but it's different for you. You're going to walk out now. You're going to have your walkout music and everything. You're going to make your walk to the octagon. There's going to be no crowd popping. Do you think you're going to find that just a little weird because there's nobody there?
Nah, I honestly really don't care. It doesn't really change anything for me. Like I said, I'm here to do a job. My job is to show up and fight. Obviously, I would love to please the people if that were there. Like, if there's people there, fuck yeah, I'd slap their hands and all that shit, get excited. Try to wave at the little kids, get them excited, But I mean, since everyone's gonna be at home watching it, I mean, it's still gonna be putting on a show,
Yeah.
People still see that shit, fucking bug.
Yeah, bring it on, bring it on. That's what I'm saying. I want to ask you about your division, 185. Recently, Israel Adesanya and Yoel Romero had a fight. Well, they told us it was a fight. It was not a fight. Israel won the defended the belt. Israel has a lot of hype behind him. I'm going to tell you straight up, and you can ask people that follow me. They know I haven't bought into his hype. I don't think he's as good as everybody says he is. He's good. No, I'm not taking anything away from that. He's good, but I just don't think he's the next coming of Anderson Silva or a John Jones or a Mighty Mouse. I don't think he's that kind of guy. And I thought he lost that fight. I thought Yoel Romero landed the more powerful and scoring strikes, the ones that did damage. Did you watch that fight? And if you did, give me your opinion.
Didn't watch it, but no, I didn't watch it.
Oh man.
Yeah. No.
Do you not watch the fights at all when you're not fighting?
Not really. I mean, like if I'm gonna fight them and they're at 85, I'll try to watch it sometimes. But like, I got enough shit I got to do out here to be worrying about some motherfucker that is irrelevant. You know, I focus on what's like the task in front of me right now. It's what I usually focus on. So if they were to give me someone like I don't know, I just right now it's my opponent, right? I focus on my opponent. If Max was in fight camp, I'd be focusing on helping Max get ready for his fight and
Right.
doing shit on my property. So I take it one step at a time. I don't try to overlook shit because then you get overwhelmed with stuff, and I'd rather not
Yeah.
do that
No,
shit.
that makes
I'd
total
rather do
sense.
it one fight at a time.
Wow.
And if people are going to be a fan of mine, they're going to be a fan for my style.
Yeah, that's funny. Like, I mean, most of the guys I talk to or girls watch the fights. You know, they're into the sport, and they want to watch the big fight, especially the big title fights. Um, it just
Man,
goes to what you said to me earlier. You're just a chill kind of dude. You're on your farm. You're living on your land, hanging out with
yeah.
your wife and kids. I like it, man. So you haven't let the fight life take over Anthony Hernandez's life.
No. I mean, when I'm no. But I do like if I can go to a fight and watch my teammate. Yeah, I'll go. If my wife, she's super big into the sport, so like she'll try to drag me to her parents and watch that shit. And I will sometimes, but like it's not like on my priority list. It's not like oh my god, I gotta see this guy fight. I'm trying to be the next big thing. I'm not a fucking fanboy. Why the fuck would I sit there and try to watch this guy? You know, I'll
Yeah,
study him
well,
when the time comes, but until then, it's not relevant.
dude, man, I love talking to you, dude. Your answers are so like on point and so different than everybody else, man. I like that. It's truly refreshing, that you're not fanboying out on the other guys, and that unless you're in fight camp for yourself or for Max, you're living and you're not so absorbed by the fight world. That's fresh, dude. That's awesome. So what else do you do then? Hang out with the kids, hang out with your wife, but what do you do for fun? Like, what's Anthony Hernandez? Are you a video game guy? Do you, go out, surfing or anything out
I like
there?
I like video games, but I mean like no ways around here where I'm at. But I like dirt biking, motocross stuff, fucking shit like that. It's kind of my style. Paintballing, it's fun as hell. Uh, I like what else do I play video games sometimes, but I try not to let that shit take over my life because I'll fucking sit there all day if I get stuck on the TV and I got way too much shit to get done outside in the property. So I mean, if it's like for me, it's dirt biking, paintballing, like activity like that. Hiking is fun, shit like that. But most of the time, now that I've had kids, I fucking just spend time with my kids.
Do you paintball with
Yeah.
Max?
I don't think I've gone paintballing with Max yet, but I've gone with like my coaches and a couple of teammates. Yeah.
Would you beat Max in paintball?
Hopefully, it'd be on the same team, but fuck, I don't know.
Nah.
Yeah.
Like you have to hunt him out like you're a sniper. Wait for a fucking Max Payne to come out and.
No, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, my paintball, I'm not that. I'm not like I don't know. I feel like it's like a little. Obviously, it's a strategy and it's a bitch move, but like when I'm paintballing, I like to like run up in there and just try to fucking smash people. You know, like I'm trying to go out. I'm trying to fuck somebody up. I'm not trying to hide and shit. I'm trying to like fuck someone up if I'm out there. Yeah.
I fucking love it, man. That's fucking awesome. He said, I'm just gonna go out there and fucking shoot people, and whatever happens, happens. That's fucking
No, yeah, if I get
outstanding.
shot in the process, fuck it.
Oh man, that's great stuff, man. So, how's your family like? How's your wife deal with you being a fighter? Well, you said she's into the sport, but is
Yeah.
she fully supportive? Like when you go into camp, she knows that you got to be over here, and she's got to kind of handle the load of the family.
Pretty much, that's kind of how it's been the whole time. Honestly, she works like she has a good job, so she's pretty much my sugar mama, and I basically just train and fight and watch the kids. You know,
I
um,
like it.
my dream is to be the world champion one day, and then when that happens, then she can like quit her job eventually, and fucking I can take care of the whole everyone. You know, but until then, we both have to make sacrifices for the kids and for ourselves because we got to have a fucking we got to be able to take the kids to do fun stuff too. We can't just like be
Yeah.
selfish. You know. So right now, I don't know. I told myself if I was 26 and not in the UFC, I was retiring, and that was like I said that at 20. So I mean, now I'm fucking. I got in the UFC at I don't even know what age, but I've been here for a while. So next step is try to get that belt, and one fight at a time. Like I said, I know I'm like way back there on the roster or some shit. Like the rankings is like 30. I'm like 30th or some shit. But I don't
Right.
mind working my ass off and climbing that shit.
Now
So
we've seen some guys climb quick. Israel Adesanya climbed into the UFC and got there to a title shot quickly. So
yeah,
even though you don't watch all the fights, you obviously, I'm sure you pay attention and see how quickly he came through. So can
no,
you see yourself?
yeah,
Can you see yourself taking that kind of path? You know, 5 or 6 fights in and being in the title conversation as long as you get those big wins.
yeah. Of course, I think that I have enough talent and like enough smartness in the game and shit that I understand how to win. It's just about staying in shape, staying fucking healthy. The biggest thing. 'Cause I'm always fucking something up. It's like you always fuck up something like stupid when you're drilling or something. You kick someone's knee and you fucking break your
Oh,
toe or just stupid little shit that like nags for a while. But my biggest thing is just stay healthy because I keep getting fucked up in these fucking things. Like my last fight, I fucking tore my UCL. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's the ligament that holds your thumb from like cracking. And
right.
just because those little gloves don't protect a lot, you fucking when you start cracking, sometimes your thumb gets fucked up, and next thing you know, you're fucking have to have surgery and you're out for a little bit.
Yeah,
But
that
yeah,
sucks because that's an important, especially for. I mean, you can even damage a different
grappling,
finger.
yeah.
You can damage a different finger and
And
maybe
just put,
still fight,
yeah,
but not with the
tie
thumb.
them together.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't
Oh.
grab, you can't fucking make a
No.
fist. Yeah,
Yeah. No.
you don't
That would
realize how
definitely
hard
suck.
it is.
So you said a minute ago you don't really do all the media stuff and all that stuff like some of these guys do. But if you want to get to the top, are you willing to go out there and brand yourself and put yourself out there in front of the cameras, become visible on social media, like a guy like Adesanya did, Connor? I mean, part of their success came
No.
from their fighting, and part came from them
Yeah.
marketing themselves. So to make the climb quickly, are you ready to go that route as well?
No, of course I'll do media. I'm not like against doing media.
No, you said you don't do a
But
lot of that media stuff.
uh
I mean,
yeah. I mean, only like fight camp I usually do it like when I'm gonna fight. Besides that, I really don't go on and do media shit, but maybe I should start doing that more. I know that the UFC is big on Twitter, but I mean, I don't even know how to use Twitter. I don't really like Twitter either because all people do is talk shit to each other and like I don't know. If you're gonna talk shit, I'd rather like talk shit face to face. That way you can at least
sure.
fight.
But
Yeah,
talking
but
shit to like if you were
I
going to
will.
talk shit to a fighter in your division, face to face is cool. But then the world doesn't see it, and you need the world to see it. So they go, "Fuck yeah, go on, Fluffy,
Yeah,
fuck him up."
yeah. I don't really need a hype man to be honest. I'll just go in there and do that shit myself. I don't need the world to fucking hype me, but I don't know. I
Well,
guess you're right.
yeah,
You
you
are
got to do
right
a
for
little,
sure. But
but you know what? Fuck Twitter. Go to Instagram because most of that's based on pictures, so you don't have to do too much wordy shit. Put up some pictures of you training and everything. Once in a while, put up a
yeah,
funny
I could do a
meme.
meme or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, see, I'm with that. I'm with that for sure.
I'll help
But
you.
I don't know, man. I don't really like. I don't know. All right,
Yeah, but
that's fine if you'd like to do
yeah.
that. You can be my
I'll,
hype.
I'll,
You can go talk to
I'll,
people.
I'll do it all the time. I'll be like your not your manager, but I'll be your social media voice, and I'll just give me access to your account, and then I'll be like, hey, fuck you, motherfucker. You want to fight? And it'll be from your Twitter. So the fighters will be like, fuck you, Fluffy, and then I'll respond back, hey man, you're a bitch. I'll be your secret
Just
media
starting
guy.
hella drama. Yeah,
No,
man.
hey, it'll get your
I,
name out there, and it'll
I
get you
probably
big
should.
money paid.
Yeah. No, I believe it. I do believe it, but I guess I just gotta fucking open up myself more then, because I'm not there yet. I don't know. I don't like to fuck with people because I don't like to get fucked with. So like, that don't do to others as you don't want done to you. So
That's
I
true.
don't know.
Um,
If someone
you
was
know,
fucking me, I don't want to go over there and kill them. To be honest,
right?
like I'm just that type of person. I
Yeah, and
don't know.
but there's a way to do it. I mean, calling out fighters like Connor takes it to the extreme. Israel takes it to the
Yeah.
extreme. There's a spot for you where you could do it. Like because you seem like a pretty respectful cat. Now, if you're fighting somebody, or if you want to get a fight,
I try to
you know, if you want to get a fight,
You gotta talk some shit. I get that.
yeah, you call them out. Say, hey, listen, dude, I saw your last fight. Wasn't that impressed? You want to dance, man? Just a little bit of disrespect, but still respect. Hey, I saw your fight. I
Something
wasn't
like that I
impressed.
could do. Something
Yeah.
like that. Something like that I could do. But like, I don't know. I could do something like that. But
Uh,
but no, yeah. One fight at a time. Though I got this guy in front of me, Kevin Holland. So that's the next on the menu, and then we go from there.
so I asked you a little bit back. You know, are you worried about him having more experience? You said no. So let me ask you another question. What in his game? Because I know you're watching, you're probably looking at video and everything. What is the biggest threat from Kevin Holland that you have to pay attention to?
He's got really good kicks on the outside, and his jiu-jitsu game is pretty fucking slick. So I gotta mind my p's and q's and make sure my hands are in the right positions and I'm not getting long and lanky and like reaching, because then I can get caught easy. Um, but with the cage, it's a whole nother way of grappling. You put them against the cage, and um, it changes things when they gotta start carrying your weight. I know that he gasses, so um, I'm not in bad shape. I'm in great shape right now, so I'm gonna push him. I'm gonna uh I'm gonna get on him and make him see like test out his gas tank.
Yeah. So the you said his kicking and his outside kicks. Yeah, he does have good outside kicks. Hey, what's up, bud? How you doing? Woohoo! I love it. The family's in there with you. I love it, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Your kid came out, totally made me forget what I was going to ask you.
No, show the dogs after. We can show the dogs after. Go.
Yeah, you can tell them I definitely want to see the dogs after we're done.
Who wants to see the dogs?
So yeah, but so you don't worry too much about what you have to do because you know that your game is solid enough to go in there and secure the victory. So when you say you have to mind your p's and q's and be aware of those kicks and his jujitsu, um, do you practice for that like specifically in a camp? Like, do you say, all right, I need somebody in camp to throw the same kicks he's throwing so I can kind of learn to catch him out of the corner of my eye, or do you just continue to do what you normally do, train for yourself and bring it to the game?
Um, if I have access to the lanky guys and like stuff like that, I'll do that. If I have access to good sparring, of course I'll tell them, hey, this guy does this a lot. Can you start adding this into your game during sparring? And for me, the biggest thing is like I can only be the best me I can be. So for training, like obviously set combinations because uh, we are all fucking creatures of habits. So like if you watch a lot of their fights, you can find tendencies they do. Like sometimes someone will shake their hand and stop, and then they'll throw. Little shit like that, and that's kind of what my coaches are there for, is to read the reactions, and then I'll go and they'll break it down to me, and then we'll put a game plan together, and that's what we'll do. But it's MMA, so I have a kickboxing background, or I have a kickboxing game plan, a boxing game plan, uh, a grappling game plan, and for like since fucking grappling, it's not jujitsu, it's an MMA fight. It changes
Right.
everything. It's different because you can hit now. You can
Yeah.
hold the hand, or like it changes fucking everything. So I have a certain game plan for every aspect, good, bad. Like if I'm in a bad position, how the fuck do we get out of it? I have game plans for all that shit. So,
That's awesome.
yeah, yeah.
All right. So, do you have a favorite fighter besides yourself or
Uh,
Max? You can't use your Max.
no, I don't. No, I don't.
Was there
I really
ever
don't.
a favorite fighter for you that you like looked up to and said, that guy's got some good shit. I want to fucking kind of be somewhat like him as far as a
When I
style?
was When I was younger, I used to actually I would go on YouTube every once in a while and watch like knockout highlights and shit because that was like the coolest shit to see.
Yeah.
Um, and I liked fucking back in the day when I was younger. I used to like Anderson Silva because he had such a swag about him. He would like drop his hands, talk like he would just fuck with people and then beat the fuck out of them. Yeah, no, I liked him because he was fucking the sick ass knees, the fucking flying knees, the elbows. Like he was just fucking clean everywhere, and he always had an answer for everything. So back then, I used to like him. But I really don't follow it so much nowadays. It's now I got
Sure.
kids, so like I try to be a fucking dad, and I try to like not miss things in their life. So you know,
So what happened for you first? Did you fight in the UFC first, or did you attend a UFC event as a fan?
fuck. What did I? Uh, I watched UFC as if my manager took me and one of my teammates a long time ago when we were amateur, and he's like, "This is where you're gonna be one day." And obviously, this is what I wanted as a career when I was an amateur. And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna be here." I know. I just knew it back then. I was gonna be here. You know, I had no
Well,
doubt in my mind that my skills weren't good enough or I wasn't tough enough. Like I belong here, and I'm gonna prove that. So, I just need to get better at the media and shit, like you're saying, like getting my name out there. But I do believe I belong here, and I'm gonna prove it. So I'm not worried
yep.
about it.
Yeah, no, I've watched you fight. I went back and looked at your fights before you got to the UFC. You really, except for the media stuff and the social media and the branding, you check all the boxes. Yeah, you're a good-looking kid. You go out there and fight. You're kind of a must-see TV kind of guy because it's either all or nothing, and it's always all. So you're going to go out there and put on a show, whether there's one person in the building or 100,000, whether there's TV cameras or anything. So I know that about you just from watching and going back and seeing what you've done. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm excited to see how this goes for you with the UFC, and how quickly you can make that climb up to the rankings and get yourself in the title conversation. Because I believe you can. And I believe
Yeah.
listening to you even more that you can and that you will.
No, I definitely will. Like, it's one task at a time. I'm not gonna bite off more than I can chew. I'm not. I know how this shit works. I know you got to get the nerves out first. You got to get more comfortable. I know how all that shit works. I've been fighting forever. Fuck. I remember like when I was a little kid, my first fucking fight. I turned 18. It wasn't my first fight, but my first sanctioned fight. I was like fucking hell. Like, fuck, man. But as you keep doing this shit, it's normal. It's like every day. Like I said, becomes normal. Like I don't get nervous to fight anymore. A fight's a fight, and then this next fight's gonna be kind of weird. Like you said, there's no fans, so it's gonna be even more normal for me.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking fight.
Yeah.
As
And
long as the
actually,
best me show money.
yep. And I actually think you're right because of what you said that, you're so self, your blinders are on for fight night. So you're just walking out there, and you seem to be one of those guys. The crowd doesn't really affect you. You're not hearing the crowd when you're walking out. You get in the octagon, you're not really hearing the crowd. You're hearing your game plan in your head, and that's all you got. So the crowd not being there might be a benefit to you, and that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
for sure. Yeah, no, I think so. I think it'll play out fucking great for me.
So you got any moves like a backflip or something you can hit after you win?
Hell no, I'll fucking break my neck. Nah, I don't got nah. Just jump on the cage and yell. That's about it, or fucking just let it all out at the end. Like this shit's over. But
That's
I don't
do
have
you,
any cool
do you notice the
tricks.
crowd then? Do you notice the crowd then? Like after
I
you won a
noticed the
fight?
crowd in the very beginning. I noticed all that shit. Like obviously you see it as you're walking out, and like I'll try to wave to people and say hi to the kids and shit. Because they're the next generation, and
Yep.
you never know how fucking little kids like home life is. So sometimes you just gotta try to give them the best experience they can have while they're there. So like for me, like obviously the kids first, try to say hi to them and shit. That's kind of the my thing. I got kids, so you know how that shit goes. They get all into
Yeah.
these fucking actors and shit, and they're like they want to be them and shit. So you're like, if I can, I've obviously like seen from the inside. It's like just try to show the kids a little like and then the older people can go fuck themselves. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
exactly.
it's all about the kids. They're the next generation.
All right, I'll just go fuck myself since I'm one of those
Yeah.
older fuckers. I'm out of here, man. No,
Nah.
I know,
Shut the
but
fuck up. You
but
know what I mean?
oh no, I understand 100% what you're saying, man. You have to let the kids see, that they can achieve
Like
their dreams. You know.
yeah, no, for sure. Like what I'm saying is like if I'm gonna go sign an autograph for someone, if I see a big ass dude or a little kid asking for an autograph, I'm gonna go sign the kid's fucking autograph. I'm not gonna go like up to this grown ass man and be like, I got you, bro. No, I'm gonna fucking help the little kid first, and if I can get to the adult, I'm gonna get to the adult too. And I'll get, but
All
obviously
right.
you can't get to everyone because that shit get
Now,
overwhelming.
I know you're married and I know you love your wife, but if a really, really hot girl comes up to you and there's a little kid standing next to you, does the kid get first or does a hot girl get first?
Bro, I've been in that situation. No, little kid first. I would definitely do the little kid first, just because,
I
like,
know.
man, you know, no, but even like if I didn't have a wife, that it'd be fucked up for me to like just go to the fucking fine ass chick. Yeah, I'll get to her too, but the little kid first, I
That's
think.
awesome, man. That's a good thing to do. Have you ever thought about reaching out? You know, as we were sitting there talking about you branding yourself, and I was talking about WWE and Make a Wish. Maybe that's an avenue you could take. Reach out to Make a Wish, tell them, hey, you're a fighter in the UFC. And the UFC, like I'm sure would help out. Where you're fighting on a card, and maybe a Make a Wish kid can come to a fight where you're at, meet you, get a little backstage thing. That'll get you some good pop. And the other thing, start getting more llamas and then posting up crazy pictures of you and the llamas on social media.
See,
People eat that shit
I
up.
could do that. I could fucking do that, bro. Me getting the pets and the farm shit, that's already coming. I'm fucking trying to finish my gate as we speak. My coach
That's
told me to
awesome.
take the day off, or else I'd fucking finish my fence today. But um, no, yeah, definitely gonna get a farm out here and then go from there. But
That's
I
awesome,
can do
man.
that shit.
Yeah, that would be good. But the Make a Wish thing, might be a good avenue for you to
No,
put your name out.
I would be for that. I would be for that. I would
Yeah,
definitely be for that.
it's a definite positive move in the right direction. And these kids from Make a Wish are so awesome and special. So maybe that's something you look into and say, hey, I fight in the UFC. What can I do to help you guys with these kids and put a smile on a kid's face? They'll eat you up like biscuit and gravy to death. They'll be
Well,
all hooked up.
I'd be interested in helping out some kids for sure. For
Absolutely.
sure.
So, UFC 249 is coming up. The beginning of the fight week. This is a 3-event fight week that they're starting it out, and your fight card on the 16th is finishing it. Now, you said you don't watch fights, but Ferguson, Tony Ferguson, he's a lunatic.
I know
You
who
have
he
to
is,
know
yeah.
him, and
No, I know.
Justin Gaethje is a badass.
I know, yeah. I like
Justin's
Gaethje. He's got that same I don't give a fuck attitude. He just goes in there and fucking goes all in. I do.
yep,
I respect the fuck out of him how he fights. He's
6
fucking gangster.
fights. He's got 6 fights in the UFC, and he's got 7 post-fight bonuses. He's got more bonuses than he has fights. He's must-see TV. Ferguson is must-see TV. Can you give me a prediction on that fight?
Fuck, man, I don't even know how fight's gonna go. Like, Gaethje seems to be putting everyone away when he fucking hits them. Ferguson's super hittable, but he at the same time he's so goddamn tough you can never count him out. I don't know. I really don't know. Hopefully it's just a fucking war and it goes to the draw. I don't know.
Yeah,
Because I wouldn't be mad with the finish. I wouldn't be mad with the fucking watching that fight. Because those are two guys that I probably will watch that fight for sure. Because those motherfuckers are gangster.
well,
Yeah.
when do you come into town?
The 12th, I believe.
Okay. I was like, man, I thought they were going to like bring you guys in ahead of time so at least you guys can watch fight night there. That'd be cool. Yeah.
So. I don't think so, but
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, it would be. But yeah, I think Ferguson's going to win, and I say that because he is tough. He's got a chin. So unless Justin crunches him and just kills him in the first round, as long as Tony gets through the first round, it's really after that, because in the first round he's susceptible, like you said, to getting hit. That's the way he fights. He gets hit in the first round, and then he gets nuts. So I think Ferguson's going to win this. I think he's on a mission. He has to get to Khabib, and now Justin's in his way. So it's going to be interesting. Well, listen.
No, yeah. Either way, I'm not mad at either way it goes. I'm not mad. Yeah.
Yeah, people always ask me, "You're going to be mad if somebody loses that you picked?" Look,
No.
I don't care. I mean, at the end of the day, they're entertaining me. I love watching the fights, win or lose. I still win. I'm still not fucked up. I'm going to live my life the next day. The result of a fight doesn't affect me, so I don't get.
No.
Some people lose their shit. I'm like, dude,
for sure.
Stop it.
There's some hardcore fans out there, man.
If you were my teammate, and you lost a fight, I'd lose my shit.
It's
but
different.
That's different,
you have
right?
connection with. If you have a connection with them, you help them prepare. that's different. That's I
Yeah.
understand
Now,
that.
now, and there's a few guys that I do have a connection with. Mike Perry, Mike Davis, Hannah Goldie, a few other ones from the UFC that came through the regional show in Florida where I ring announce. So
Mhm.
I've watched them come from baby steps to the octagon. So those are the fights I get nuts about because I'm part of those guys' history. So I'm like, you can't fucking lose.
Yeah,
Stop being, and I'm screaming at
been
my TV.
involved. Yeah,
Stop punching my friend in the face, you motherfucker! You know, I'm losing my shit, man. It's fucking crazy. But I ride and die with those people. You know, a lot of people don't get
no,
Mike Perry. I don't give a fuck. Mike Perry is my dude. Always will be my dude. Mike
yeah,
Davis. You know, my boy Chase Sherman just got re-signed. He's fighting on the Wednesday before your fight. There's a lot of people I've connected with, and I'm always going to support them. You know,
that's
because
fucking awesome.
I
Yeah, you got a
you
part of
have to.
history with that. Yeah, fuck yeah,
And
it's
you know,
badass.
yep. And they're part of my history because they'll come on my show, you know, and you know, they show me love. And, you know, even though they've elevated up here and I'm still, you know, kind of here working up a little slower than them, you know, but I'll get to where I want to be, you know, but I just
No,
keep
yeah,
grinding
it's
like you
life.
guys, man.
It's
So
life,
listen,
one step
man.
at a time.
Yep. So I got to tell you, man, when I reached out to you to do this interview, I was really hoping you were going to come on the show. And I'm glad you did. Because you're just a chill cat. You know, I watched your fight, heard you talk a little bit, not a lot. So this was very educational to me and
No,
to people watching as well. Let me
well, it's
see
a
if I
pleasure
have.
getting to know you.
Let me see if I got any
It's been
questions here
okay.
from any of the. Yeah. Well, they're saying he's there. People are saying they're going to follow you. They're already following you. They just signed up on your fan pages. Um,
Dope. I appreciate it.
they're digging you, man. Where's the rest of the comments? I don't even know. But yeah, so there's some of them. Normally they pop up on the feed, so I don't even have to look at a different screen. But something
Uh-huh.
happened tonight. There's a technical thing, so it's not showing up on my scroll. But anyway, I just want to say thanks for taking the time, man. We've been on for an hour.
Mhm.
I don't want to keep you too much longer because I know you got to hang out with the family. You got to play with. Oh, but I got to see the dogs. So you got to show me these
Oh
dogs that your kid's talking
yeah.
about.
Ah, fuck. Where at? Let me see. Let me. How do I turn? I don't know how to turn this shit around. Oh wait, flip. Let me see.
Oh, there you
The
go.
puppy, the dad, mom, and then the potbelly pig's over there chilling, sleeping.
Oh, nice. Potbelly pig. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a little start to the farm, you know.
All right, cool. When you get it all up and running, let me know. I'll come out there with a camera crew and we'll do a
Yeah.
whole video of you on the farm.
Fuck yeah, sounds good to me.
Yeah, and we'll make Max feed the pig or
I'm for
something.
it. Yep.
Yeah, but Max, go take care of the pig. Well, listen, brother. Now, I told you at the beginning of the show before we came on the air, the one comment I keep seeing on my feed is everybody saying it's his first time on the show. He's got to sing. He's got to sing. He's got to sing. Now, guys that are watching, I told Anthony before the show we've had 197 people come on the show, and not one has said no. Anthony said, "Well, there's always got to be a first time for everything." So Anthony might just break my streak. So I'm going to ask him again. If he says no, I asked. I can't force him. So Anthony, can you sing a little something?
I'll tell you what I'll do.
All
Next
right.
time I come on, let's get a post-fight interview. Let me fucking smoke some tree, and then we'll sing a song. But
All right.
until then,
That's a deal. Well, listen, I'm going to come to Jacksonville because I live in Tampa.
Oh fuck.
So,
Okay. Fuck yeah.
so right after your fight,
Well, then maybe after my fight, we'll fucking grab a beer and grab a fucking smoke, and then we can get a song on live.
Yeah, we'll do it
I'm
up,
for
man.
that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, fuck yeah. Let's do it in person the second time I meet you. That way it's like, all right,
Hell
this
yeah.
guy's cool as fuck.
Yeah, and I'm the plug on the trees.
Okay, perfect.
All right, well, listen, man.
Definitely need.
All right, well, listen, you enjoy the rest of your night, man. Thanks for taking the time. If you want to shout out any sponsors or anything, go ahead and shout them out right now. This is going live on my YouTube right now as well, and then I'm gonna reshare it on my website, so we'll get it out there. So,
Fuck, I would need my list. I almost don't want to shout out, so I'll do the ones off top. My tattoo sponsor, Tattoo Trees at Imperious Rex. My haircut, JP's Office. Be Waterless detailing company. They fucking detail all my cars, which is fucking awesome because I don't got to clean them, and I got kids, and you know how that shit gets. It gets messy real fast. Fuck, who am I missing? Nutrition Zone, Gold Nutrition Zone, all my supplements and stuff. They're fucking taking care of me. Pacific Audio, the Ice Lounge, cryotherapy. That shit's fucking amazing. Gets me going, masseuse, and then Symmetry, body alignment. And I want to shout out a couple people in town. Brian Alvarez, the Alvarez Boxing. They've been helping me out. My head coach, Jim Marinoble. Marinobles, if you guys are in Roseville, it's a great kickboxing gym. I recommend it. And then, what was it? A1 Muffler. They fucking always make my cars sound nice. So, gotta have love there.
Nice.
I think that's all
What
I
do
can think of.
What do you drive?
Top. I need my list, man.
No. What do you drive?
It's like a little fucking cruise, but I lowered it and made it all like super Asian. Yeah, it was cambered and fucking loud exhaust on it, super like Asian. My
Awesome.
fucking future car, like that I want to get is a fucking. I would rather get like a. I gotta fix up my old shit I have first before I start buying more shit because I already have way too many projects. Right now I have a Model A, a 23 Model A that I want to rat rod, and then I have a 72 step side Chevy that I just need to fucking fix up. So once I get those going, I definitely will get like an Evo or something all-wheel drive that I can fucking put some money into and smash.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, listen, man. Thank you for taking the time tonight. Totally appreciate it. Like I said,
thank you.
Very educational. I learned a lot about you tonight, and I'm feeling you in here, bro. I'm feeling you in there.
I appreciate that.
I like the perspective. Excited to watch you fight against Mr. Kevin Holland on the 16th of May here in Jacksonville. So, yeah, and I should be up there for your fight. I don't know if I'm going to get in. I'm trying to get my media pass, but I'm not the big media. But I'm gonna be like blowing them up. I keep telling them, I'm like sending them email after email. I'm like, look, you're not having a lot of media. Why don't you let a local guy cover it for once? You know, come on.
Yeah. No, yeah, be fuck badass.
Yeah.
But hopefully you get the gig, man. Hopefully you get the gig.
But even if I don't cover it for media, I'll still be up there watching it, and I'll still meet up with you after, and we'll drink up, puff up, fly high.
Make a fucking music video.
Hey,
Let's
man,
send it.
a music video. We'll do some old like Belle Biv DeVoe and shit. I'll do it with you.
We'll figure some shit out.
All right. Well, listen, man. Have a good night, man. I'll talk to you again soon. Good luck on the 16th, and thanks again for taking the time. Peace.
No problem. Thank you. I appreciate it. Bye.
Anytime, man. You're always welcome. All right, guys. That was Mr. Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. So he didn't sing. Actually, Artem did sing a little something the very first time he was on the show. So, that's that. I don't know why the comments weren't showing up here tonight. That was really weird, but shit happens like that sometimes, So I was trying to read them on my Facebook page at the same time the show was rolling. Excuse me. So I'm going to my page right now so I can still see you guys watching. But Anthony's favorite fight of his career, and I didn't get a chance to ask him that, man. We were just having a good time. But anyway, I appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. As always, did you guys see that on the bottom of the screen? Monday night, we're going to be talking with Courtney Cast Iron Casey, soccer player turned badass MMA fighter. She's fighting on that same card as Mr. Fluffy Hernandez. And we're going to chat with her Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time here on Cage Side with Christopher James. And big shout out right here. Let me throw that up on the bottom. Happy 30th birthday to Island Fights veteran, PFL fucking veteran, and UFC veteran, the man himself, Alex Spartan Nicholson, just turned 30 years old. Dude's always had my back. I always got his. Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday to The Rock. Happy anniversary to my friend Mike Donor and his wife Kristen. And in 3 hours, which will be midnight Eastern time. It'll be my wedding anniversary, 4 years with my beautiful wife, Elizabeth. The most wonderful woman I could have ever imagined being with. She puts a smile on my face every day. She takes care of me. We are partners in this, and we going through it together, and we always will. Nobody I'd rather be quarantined with on the planet Earth. So I'm sure she'll watch this later. She always does. So, my Elizabeth, I love you, and happy anniversary, darling. That's it, guys. Don't forget to tune in Monday night. KHR Christopher James and the lovely Courtney Casey going to be doing it for you. Until then, we are getting ready to head on out. So thanks for tuning in, man. We'll see you Monday night. Remember, always tip your bartender and smoke them if you got them. We out of here. Thanks for letting me be a part of your life and you guys being a part of mine always right here in the heart. Have a good one, guys. Good night.